Good morning. Welcome to day 2. That's where we stayed last night. We're actually at the Abbey Saint Scholastique, and this is a major metropolitan thoroughfare, as you can see. And up this way was the Abbey, but their pilgrim hostel is across the street. Anyway, these trees are awesome. Sycamores, I think. They're awesome trees. Anyway, that's the entrance, and that's the way we're going. Day 2. 4 miles into the day, or 4.5 miles, about an hour and 20 minutes. We're finally coming up on our first small town. I don't know if you can read the sign up there. It says something. It's a little far away. But we've also come across our first road construction site. Imagine that. Not only do they fix buildings, they fix roads. And of course, right here by our first construction area, our first symbol that we were on the halt of the Way of St. James. That's pretty cool looking. Alright, let's see if we can get through the construction zone. It's pretty narrow. So this is the town of Sorez. Over there's the Abbey, where we could stay if we wanted to. And right here's the church. But we're not staying here. It's, geez, barely 8 o'clock in the morning. And there's a neat bell tower up there. Old. I like that little castle with the top thing. It's pretty neat. And these buildings, yeah. I could live in this nice stone building right here. That's pretty darn awesome. We're now about 7.5 miles in today, and even though the road is narrow, we're coming up on our stop. We're going to take a break. I just love the tree-lined street. Yes, the road's narrow, but these trees, awesome shade. This is totally a French thing. You see it all over the place, and it goes on for like a mile into town. So anyway, I thought that was cool. So I'll give you a look. We'll give you a view back too, because that was like rule number 3 of the Camino, or 4, I forget. You always got to look back. Who knows what you're going to miss. Clearly, this was not on the Camino, 1,000 years ago. This is one of those cool radar detector automatic flashlight camera thingies. Well, not flashlight, but that checks your speed. See, they do that here all over the place, automatically. No people, no cops, no nothing. That would never happen in the U.S. Now officially entering the town of Revel, and we just found out that there is a Golden Arches of France in this town. So we will be able to share yesterday's video with you. Though by now, if you watch yesterday's video, this is old news. So here's the church in Revel. Parts of it look kind of old, like that part right there. It's kind of old. Parts of it look really new. But these trees, I like the trees. Anyway, we're headed off that way to the Golden Arches. Well, we made it to the best free Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi, in France. Oh, the Golden Arches. Though the parking lot looks rather empty, so I don't know if they're open yet. I'm hoping, because I'm actually a little thirsty as well, so I have a lot of water. Well, we left behind our McDonald's Wi-Fi, and we didn't finish uploading the video, unfortunately, but whatever. First time it let me down. But they were late on food, we had an opening, I got free coffee, free electricity, so even though the video's not done, it was still a positive experience at the Golden Arches. This waymark, thanks truck. This waymark is a little weathered, as you can see. The paint is nearly gone, but it's the first one of this kind we've seen today, so we thought we'd show it to you. We also thought we'd show you this cool canal. This is where the canal is dammed, and there's crazy things. Crazy as in, it kind of runs backwards. It's wild. It runs into there, it's blocked off, and the extra water runs backwards, while the rest of it runs the other way. It's kind of neat. Anyway, off across the street, still following the canal. So we have about 3 miles left, a little less than an hour. We just came from that way. We're going that way, and this trail's been really cool with all these trees along the way. They've clearly been here for quite a while. Somebody was smart about that. But what I thought was neat here is there's this road here. It doesn't look like it's been used a while, but look at these trees. Those trees line that road. They've been there a while, and when we look across the street, there's a bridge that's way overgrown, and a road that goes up there. Now, I wish I had time to see where that went, because there might be something cool up there. So there's a break in the action here, and way up there in the hills is a really cool looking monastery or abbey or something. I'm not sure you can see it, but I mean, basically it was trees, 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 and trees, trees, trees. But then there's this one break, and you can see that cool place up on the hill. Maybe we're going there. maybe we're not. All I know is the trail goes this way. We might see it soon. So we're finally coming to our stop today, Les Casses. Of course, when I mean up, I mean up. We just came up this hill. Imagine that. I mean, not only does Camino go uphill, but the 1.2 kilometers you have to take off the Camino to find your place to sleep. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's uphill too, but we're almost to the top, so it's all right. And I'm sure there's a really cool view when we get to the place. It's awesome here in this little town. I mean, it's a ruin. We'll walk along this wall a little bit. We haven't gotten to the gate yet. Oh, but it's this direction. Look at that. That's where we're going. That place right there, whatever that says. But yeah, this ruin. And I can't see what's on the screen right now because it's really, really bright. Hopefully you're getting a pretty cool sight of this. But I don't even know what it is, or was. But wow. I like ruins almost as much as I like old walls. Here we are finally, at the end of the day. We've gotten to our gate. Of course, church bell rings the minute I turn on the phone. What else is new? Anyway, this is a really nice place. And there are actually other pilgrims here, and we're all doing our laundry. There's about 8 of us now. And I think that's about all we're going to have. The lady that runs the gate actually did the Camino herself a few times, and she's got a cool shell over here that I'm going to show you before I turn this thing off and say goodbye for the day. Because, yeah, I need to take a nap. Anyway, that's the shell I was talking about. Focus, focus, focus. End of day.